afternoon, everybody. This is the one and only here on the YouTube channel here, Heavy Metal 95 here. It's been a while since I did my most recent Flea Market pickups video months back in June, which was a couple months ago. So it's been a while since I did my first Flea Market pickups video. Once again, we got a brand new Flea Market pickups once again, because this time I only got one t-shirt, as well as how many patches I got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I got 5 patches, mostly the ones for the battle jacket. 1, 2. And I got 5 CDs I have right here so far. So, as you notice, my CD collection's getting bigger because I need to get a new shelf for my CD collection, because I have mostly rock and metal albums on CD as well. For those who haven't been wondering, I've been really getting into collecting metal albums on CD. Some of them I have were studio albums, including the ones from like those remasters and the ones that are these limited edition EPs I have that I got, were only one left, that I got at the local record store a month back, or a week back as well. So let's dive right into the ones that I got from the flea market I have right here, because I just got back home from the flea market, because I got brand new items I got. The first one here I got here is the Ramones t-shirt. Once again, I have finally managed to get a new one, because I haven't thought about this one, because this is the only one I have right here. So I managed to get this t-shirt for the first time. It said Johnny, Joey, Dee Dee, Tommy, Ramone, and it said the Ramones on it. Yep. This is the one I got. And I didn't have this one until now. Well, I used to have this one, but it was only a large. But I managed to get this one. So, however, my other one is old. I have given away as well. But don't worry, I got this new one as a replacement. And, by the way, I got the new shirt at the flea market as well. And finally, we're into the patches. Most of them I got were iron-on, and I got one patch that is silk screen printed ones that have to be sewn onto your battle jacket. And by the way, the first one here, I'm going to start off with these patches that I bought recently. This one I got is Obituary. This is my very first Obituary patch. Nothing's wrong with death metal, because I managed to get my very first Obituary patch for the first time, just like how I got my King Diamond and Exodus patch at the flea market. However, this is something you have to sew it onto your battle jacket also as well. Speaking of which, I got another patch, but however, this is ironed on. I got like 4 of them. The first one I got is my Metallica. This is the band logo patch of Metallica, by the way, because I had to get this one. And I managed to come by to this. Well, nothing's wrong with Metallica, because even though they sold out after the Black Album as well, because I like the classic Metallica albums, in my opinion, like their first album, Kill 'Em All, Ride the Lightning, Master of Puppets, and Justice for All, and the Black Album that has Enter Sandman on it. Those are the classic albums from Metallica. And yes, I do have this patch. I got another Metallica patch once again. Just like how I got my Metallica Master of Puppets back patch on my other battle jacket. Another patch I got right here, well, I got Black Sabbath patch. I do have a Black Sabbath patch, which is the Masters of Reality logo era one. It's on my first battle jacket that I did. Yeah. By the way, I do got another Black Sabbath patch. Because nothing's wrong with Black Sabbath. Because you know, Black Sabbath were known for their classics. Like their first album, especially the self-titled debut, Paranoid, Masters of Reality, Sabbath, Bloody Sabbath, Sabotage, classic albums. Because, you know, Black Sabbath is formed by Tony Iommi, Geezer Butler, Bill Ward, and Ozzy Osbourne. Because I love me some Black Sabbath and Ozzy Osbourne as well. Another patch I got right here, well, I got my very first patch, and this is part of when I was getting this one. Oh, and by the way, this is part of the new wave of British heavy metal I got for the first time. Raven. This is my very first Raven patch as well, because this is the new wave of British heavy metal band. Because they had the whole impact for this, because for those who do not know, I just wanted to come by on these new wave of British heavy metal bands. They're a English heavy metal band formed in 1974. Yeah, I managed to get that patch as well, by the way, because they're from Newcastle, England. Well, in the early years, they were known for their classic albums like Rock Until You Drop, Wiped Out, All for One, Stay Hard. Many great albums from this heavy metal band. By the way, I had to get this patch. And another patch I got right here, well, I gotta say, love me some classic rock bands that came out in the 60s during like during the British invasion. I have right here The Who, formed by Pete Townsend as well, because I have looked everywhere for the Who patch as well, because nothing's wrong with classic rock as well. Because, well, you had bands like the Beatles and the Rolling Stones, all these other bands that are part of the British invasion. I had to get this patch, which is The Who. They're known for their classic albums. How they did The Who's Tommy album, which it has the song Pinball Wizard, as for those who haven't wondered. I got this one along, however, I got these two at the Flea Market because these are only 2 for $5 each, by the way, because I had to get these patches. And finally, we're into the CDs. I got some CDs, by the way, because I managed to buy those ones. The first one I got is Danzig's first album. This one has the song Mother, as well as there's some good songs from Danzig's first album. Let's see, there's Mother, Am I Demon, Soul on Fire, Twist of Cain, The Hunter. This is a killer record from Danzig. They were originally known as Samhain after Glenn Danzig left the Misfits, for those who haven't wondered. I managed to look everywhere to buy this CD. However, this album is produced by Glenn Danzig and Rick Rubin on this one. This is my very first Danzig album I have ever bought as well. And another album I got right here, well, this is something no metal collection wouldn't be without this one. Here's Guar's album, Hell O. This is the Metal Blade Records release on CD as well. However, this was only $6 when I got this as well. And if you look at the CD insert on here, wow. There's the official merchandise order form in this CD liner note. I didn't know that they had this. It's like, why do they do this? That's pretty interesting. Wow. I don't know why, because I've been looking everywhere for this CD, which is Guar's album Hell and O on there. Hello, that's the album. Hell-O, yep. That's the 1988 album released by Metal Blade Records. This is produced by Kramer at Noise NY. Yep, I didn't know about this. There's some good songs. Let's see. There's World of Filth, War Toy, Bone Metal, Americanized, I'm in Love with a Dead Dog. Let's see. There's many good songs on there. Rock and Roll Party Town. This is a killer metal record as well. I mean, if you haven't listened to Guar, start off with this one because you'll find a great song from Guar as well. Another album I have right here, and that is Stormtroopers of Death, Speak English or Die. This is my very first Stormtroopers of Death album. This is released by Megaforce Records as well. There's some songs on there, but there's also some bonus tracks, like the Live in Tokyo 1999 one on there. There's some bonus tracks on there. I didn't know if this is either original studio issue or this is one of those remastered ones. There's some good songs. Let's see. March of the Stormtroopers of Death, as well as Milk, Freddy Krueger, What's That Noise, United Forces, Fist Banging Mania, The Ballad of Jimi Hendrix. This is a killer crossover thrash album. I mean, if you haven't looked for any metal albums, you better check this album out because I've wanted to come by on crossover thrash metal bands. And another one I got right here from AC/DC, and that is their album Dirty Deeds Done Dirt Cheap. This is the Epic Records release on CD on here. This is in a digipack as well. I finally got another AC/DC album. This is the one in those digipacks as well. Because nothing's wrong with AC/DC as well. Because to me, they're one of my favorite bands aside from Kiss and Black Sabbath. However, this has a booklet on here. Yeah. I just wanted to come by for AC/DC. For a real thing for this. Yep. Cool stuff as well, because I just wanted to get this one. Still looking for Highway to Hell, Let There Be Rock, as well as The Razor's Edge. Many great albums from AC/DC. I'm going to probably look for the rest at this point. And finally, at last, I have her here. And this is one of those remasters. And this is from the band Rush, I have right here. And that is Hemispheres. This is the remasters on there. Because there's only 4 good tracks on here as well, which I didn't know I had. Pretty soon I will get 2112, which is another Rush album, and Moving Pictures at some point. So that's going to be it for my video for today. Thank you for watching. Subscribe to my channel, especially if you're new to the channel. Smack the like button if you enjoyed the video. Hit the notifications bell button for more surprises if you miss anything new. Leave a comment in the comment section below if you like as well. And be sure to check out my channel by clicking on the subscribe button, especially if you're new to the channel, for those who haven't been wondering. And that's all I have what I got for today. So this is Heavy Metal 95 signing off. Thank you for watching my video. I'm glad you liked it. Hope you enjoy it. Hope to see you soon for the next video. Be sure to stay safe and stay healthy. Hope you all have a great day. Take care. Goodbye for now.